Apple has done it again with the MacBook Pro 16-inch M3 Max. While it retains the same fetching design and gorgeous mini LED display as the previous M2 Max model, this premium laptop's performance is currently second to none. The steep $3,499 starting price stings, but professional creatives and even gamers will get their money's worth. The new 16-inch MacBook Pro with the M3 Max chip is the most powerful laptop we have ever tested. I know I said that about the MacBook Pro 16-inch with the M2 Max processor released earlier this year, but Apple has outdone itself once more with this monstrous notebook. It's easily one of the best MacBooks yet. Other than the new space black color that diminishes fingerprints, the latest MacBook Pro 16-inch is virtually identical to previous models. That means you still get a gorgeous 16-inch Liquid Retina XDR display, plenty of ports and a sleek, sturdy design. But there's a whole lot of power underneath the familiar chassis thanks to the M3 Max processor. To be clear, the 16-inch MacBook Pro with an M3 Max chip isn't for everyone, and not just because of its lofty $3,499 starting price. If you are a creative professional who works with 8K videos, then this beastly laptop should facilitate your workflow. Similarly, the M3 Max chip also makes this MacBook Pro a powerful gaming rig. However, if you only dabble in video editing or primarily use the best laptops for writing, the new 14-inch MacBook Pro M3 might be a better choice. Is the MacBook Pro 16-inch right for you? Watch my full review to find out. The MacBook Pro 16-inch with M3 Max is now available on Apple's website for a starting price of $3,499. This model packs an M3 Max chip with a 14-core CPU and a 30-core GPU. It also has 36 GB of unified memory and 1 TB of SSD storage. Looking for more RAM than you probably need, you can upgrade to a mind-blowing 128 GB of unified memory. However, this much RAM is only available with an M3 Max chip featuring a 16-core CPU and 40-core GPU. In total, you would pay $1,300 extra for this memory boost. For $2,200 more, you can get a TB of storage. Apple sent us the most spaced out model possible, which has the maxed out M3 Max chip, 128 GB of RAM and an 8 TB SSD. This configuration would set you back an eye-watering $7,199. The new MacBook Pro 16-inch features the same design introduced with the MacBook Pro 14-inch and MacBook Pro 16-inch 2021. That could be a bummer if you wanted a completely new design, but I'm not complaining since I think this build hits the sweet spot of being both functional and stylish. I will discuss the new space black color shortly. Like the previous model, this notebook measures 14.01 by 9.77 by 0.66 inches and weighs 4.8 pounds, 4.7 for the M3 Pro model. While big and heavy, the MacBook Pro feels durable thanks to its sturdy squared of aluminum chassis. The lid is easy to open with one hand and has just the right amount of rigidity when you open and close it. So, its weight and size make it less portable than the MacBook Air 15-inch. The Pro feels good to hold when carrying it around. The thin bezels surrounding the 16.2-inch display allow you to see more of whatever you are watching or working on. Before you ask, yes, the notch at the top center of the display hasn't gone anywhere. That might bother some of you, but I have gotten used to the notches on these machines. On a screen this week, I rarely notice the notch. Let's talk about the new space black color. Yes, it looks incredible, but the best part is that the finish has an anodization seal that reduces fingerprints. Reduces is the operative word since you will still get fingerprints on this machine. They are just not as apparent as they would be on a silver or a space gray chassis. I probably shouldn't get as excited about a new color as I am, but it's impressive stuff. The 16.2-inch Liquid Retina display remains as gorgeous as ever. Not only is it bright and colorful, but its 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate makes everything run smoothly, especially games. As before, this is hands down one of the best laptop displays out there. The latest trailer for Monarch Legacy of Monsters looked incredible on the 16.2-inch display. I was especially impressed by the amount of details seen on the various monsters, including the big guy Godzilla. Most of the trailer is dark, but everything appeared crisp and clear. The final shot of Godzilla roaring in a desert during the day was nice and bright thanks to the XDR display. Our lab tests confirm my experience with the 16-inch MacBook Pro's panel. When pointing our colorimeter at the screen, we found that it achieves 116.7% of the sRGB color gamut and 83.2% of the more demanding DCI-P3 color space. Color accuracy is great, with the MacBook Pro 16-inch turning in a Delta E score of 0.11. These values are identical to the previous model, which is awesome. HDR brightness is also comparable to the M2 Max version, hitting 1546 nits of brightness when displaying HDR content on 10% of the display and 1123 nits of 100% of the screen. Things get more interesting with non-HDR brightness. Where the M2 Max averaged 455 nits of brightness, the new MacBook Pro averaged 563 nits. That's not the advertised 600 nits of HDR brightness, but it's certainly brighter than before. How does the 16-inch MacBook Pro's display stack up against competing notebooks? The display on Apple's laptop gets brighter than both the Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Ultra and the latest Dell XPS 15 OLED. Samsung's device delivers comparable color saturation and accuracy, while Dell's laptop has more saturated colors and slightly less color accuracy. The 6-speaker sound system made my ears happy thanks to the rich, deep sound quality. Roaring monsters and booming explosions in the Monarch trailer sounded cinematic, with even small details coming through clearly. The detuned guitar riffs in Nevermore's Enemies of Reality sounded appropriately bassy. Overall, the laptop's speakers deliver excellent sound on podcasts, movies, and music. At the risk of sounding redundant, the MacBook Pro 16-inch with the M3 Max is truly the most powerful Apple computer we've ever tested. As my review demonstrated, this spaced-out laptop not only beats its predecessors but also smokes comparable Windows laptops. If you are a professional video editor, you will tear through projects faster than before, and if you are a gamer, the M3 Max delivers Windows PC quality gaming for titles optimized for Apple Silicon. Also, the new space black finish makes an already awesome product even better. Right now, the MacBook Pro 16-inch with M3 Max is the premium Apple notebook. However, it's not for everyone. If you mostly use computers for writing, web surfing, and watching videos, you are better off with either the $1,599 MacBook Pro M3 or the even cheaper $1,299 MacBook Air 15-inch. Folks like myself who dabble in video editing and enjoy occasionally gaming on Macs would do well to consider the 14 or 16-inch MacBook Pro with M2 Pro, which starts at $1,999 and $2,499 respectively. While I can't recommend the MacBook Pro 16-inch with M3 Max to everyone, it's an absolute beast of a laptop that proves Apple Silicon's might. As before, Apple has set a new standard that its competitors must now live up to. If you own an old Intel MacBook Pro or even an M1 Max powered laptop and need more power, you can't do better than this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.